I have cried countless tears of frustration with all of my students and staff.
Now at 10, concerned teachers and parents stepping up to the podium tonight in Paradise Valley expressing frustration over possible school closures.
Yeah, this board meeting wrapped up less than an hour ago, and they decided to continue discussion into the new year about potentially shutting down 4 schools. Michaela Marshall at that meeting tonight. And Michaela, this is all over low enrollment.
What's really driving these possible closures here is that every year fewer and fewer students are enrolling in Paradise Valley Unified Schools throughout the district, and many parents and teachers were stepping up to the podium tonight expressing concerns about this. It was very emotional, just begging them to reconsider closing any of the schools. We do have a map of which schools specifically we are talking about here. The School Closure and Boundary Review Committee suggests closing Hidden Hills Elementary, Sunset Canyon Elementary, Desert Springs Preparatory, and Vista Verde Middle School, which officials estimate could save the district around $600,000 per school. Some of the factors considered when figuring out how to consolidate were keeping neighborhoods together, transportation accessibility, open enrollment options, and special education program locations. District leaders say the current proposal does not include any staff cuts, and they understand this is difficult and pulls on the heartstrings. But drops in enrollment are part of a nationwide trend. The superintendent says there are many factors for that, including lower birth rates, lack of affordable housing in the area, and school choice.
About 2/3 of our students are open enrolled. The Desert Springs family chose us over the neighboring schools. They chose us because of our excellent reputation.
It's definitely going to disrupt them, just like COVID. I think, it's gonna hinder them with academically and emotionally. I'm worried about all kids and their mental health right now, just based on more change that they don't deserve or need.
Committee members will have more chances to share concerns at public meetings at each impacted school. Those meetings are scheduled for January. And tonight, all the board voted on was to keep the conversation going. No decisions about any school closures will happen until February. Reporting live, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.
Michaela